This £67 macro keyboard completely changed how I use my whole setup, but one issue caught me off guard. At first glance, this device is clean, compact, and barely takes up any desk space. And the added bonus, the RGB going around the system, is absolutely amazing. But if you don't necessarily like the color or pattern, you can literally just change it by pressing a button at the back. And the rest of the buttons are soft and clicky and actually more satisfying than I first expected, especially because of the nice cool animation that comes when you click it. Setup for this system was dead simple. All you need to do is drag and drop. For me, I have shortcuts to games, Chrome, YouTube, and I even have an indicator to temperatures of my PC, my CPU, and all the internal components, which is really nifty to have just on the side. And I didn't even read the manual. I just installed the software and went straight in. It did crash once though when I was installing some new plugins, but apart from that, the software has been a really smooth and easy experience. Now, here's the weird bit. When I use the standard USB connection and plug this device into my PC, nothing works. The main lights come on and the side lights come on. However, the software doesn't identify the keyboard as being plugged in. So if I change anything or make any updates, it just won't change the screen. I later noticed that I need to use the USB-C cable, but it's still something annoying. I would have been happy to know at the start. Day to day, using this thing just makes life a lot easier. Launching apps, checking temperatures, muting audio, it helps me stay in the flow so much more, and it reduces the likelihood of me getting distracted on something else. If you want your screen set for different days, you can have saved pages and saved profiles. So for example, if you're streaming, you can have all your streaming and OBS information on one page, and if you're just chill gaming by yourself, you can have a separate page for that, and they're all saved on the software. The whole build is made out of plastic, but it's solid. So when you shake it around, you don't hear any rattling, and if it did ever drop, it would be perfectly fine. When pressing any of the keys, it's dead silent. And this is perfect since if you're in a recording environment, no one wants to hear loud switches when you're changing the audio or input. The layout is clean, the whole build is sleek, and each button seems to be the perfect size. Plus, not everyone will think, oh, I'm a bang out gamer. For £67, it's definitely not the cheapest, but compared to something like the Elgato Stream Deck, you get more customizability, more controls, for less. The USB issue was definitely an anomaly, and although it is annoying, it does also come with a USB-C cable, so it's not a major issue. So if you're in the creator, streaming, or just casual gaming industry, this is definitely a product that I would recommend, and is an important tool for me, and I feel like most of you would really find some good use out of it as well. Would you prefer this or the Elgato Steam Deck? Let me know. Anyway, like, subscribe, support the channel, and I'll check you out in the next one.